W.F. Howes presents an unabridged recording of An Eye to the Hills by Cameron Mcneish. Narrated by Cameron Mcneish.
Acknowledgements. I mostly walked alone when compiling my various weekly newspaper offerings, but the articles would never have reached publication without the encouragement of others. Even confirmed loners have to rely on team efforts from time to time, so a huge thanks to the staff and the editors of the papers I worked for over the years, especially the late Ken Jones, Ken Smith and Gavin Musgrove of the Strathspey and Badenoch Herald, and Andrew Jaspin, Richard Walker, Callum Baird and Darren Bruce at the Sunday Herald and NewsQuest Limited. Special thanks to Gavin and Darren for giving me permission to reproduce those essays that first appeared in their publications. A sincere thanks too to my good friend, editor and publisher Robert Davidson. Without his constant encouragement and his own specialist hill-going knowledge, not to mention his excellent editing skills, this book would have been all the poorer. The whole team at Sandstone Press have been a joy and a delight to work with. Thanks also to Anne MacLeod for permission to reproduce her poem, Coming Back to Mael Furvoni. An inspiring presence in my working career as an outdoor writer over the past 40 years or so is my good friend and erstwhile colleague, Chris Townsend. And I'm thrilled he has written the foreword to this book. Chris and I began working together on my own magazine, Footloose, in the early 80s. And when I became editor of the Great Outdoors magazine in 1990, Chris was the writer I desperately wanted on board with me. Britain's most prolific long-distance backpacker, 3 times Munro'st, and the first man to climb all the Munros and tops in one continuous expedition, Chris is not only the UK's most experienced hiker, but probably our wisest. I'm delighted his name will grace this book alongside my own. As always, thanks to my wife Gina for putting up with all the foibles of an outdoor writer for half a century. She's always been there for me when hill days haven't gone the way I expected, and she's always been there to lift me up when I was down. 50 years of married life, wow, who'd have believed it? Finally, this book is dedicated to the other 2 G's in my life, my 2 sons, Gordon and Gregor. Foreword by Chris Townsend.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?